Hello. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, March 10, 2025. Welcome to the dropping and opening of bids for contract ID 24KA0114, Rehabilitation of Multipurpose Building Covered Court, Phase 2, Barangay Catohugan, Mahinog, Camiguin. Contract ID 25KA0047, Road Widening Secondary Road, Camiguin Circumferential Road, Kilometer 11 plus 118.50 to Kilometer 11 plus 345, both side, and Kilometer 11 plus 344 to Kilometer 11 plus 400 to left side. And contract ID 25KE0048, which is Road Widening Secondary Road, Camiguin Circumferential Road, along Kilometer 11 plus 402 to Kilometer 11 plus 857, Kilometer 11 plus 857 to Kilometer 11 plus 883.50, Kilometer 27 plus 320 to Kilometer 27 plus 473, and lastly the Kilometer 27 plus 47 to Kilometer 27 plus 852. And lastly, the contract ID 25KE0046, construction of school building Hubangon Elementary School, Barangay Hubangon, Municipality of Mahinog, Camiguin. But before we proceed, may I request Ma'am Nil Anbino Simasio to lead the opening prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the most holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father God, we gather here today under your care and protection. Thank you for your loving kindness that never fails us. We thank you for those with us, that you would guide our thoughts and actions to bring you glory. Strengthen us and fill us with your peace. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Ma'am Nil Anbinos, for the lead of the prayer. May I request Ma'am Nona Tio to acknowledge the attendee in this dropping and opening of bids.
Good morning, everyone. For the attendance for today's opening of bids for the 4 proposed projects, we have our back chairperson in the person of Engineer Al W. Gomez.
Present.
Our back chairperson, Mr. Edwin G. Cagulada.
Present.
Our back members, Engineer Apolinar Elvis A. Hamero, Engineer Iderlinda N. Ritalia, and Engineer Joselito V. Corpin Jr.
Present.
We also have our back TWG, headed by Engineer John Ryan Tinog, and its members, Engineer Rachel Grace E. Salyao, Engineer Larry Nino M. Lapiceros, and yours truly, Nona C. Chu. We also have our back secretariat, headed by our Chief of the Procurement Unit, Engineer Evelyn V. Padiranga, and its members, Ms. Nel Anvinos A. Simasio, and Mr. Meldixtor Yu Chu. We also have our participating bidders from FNTC Construction. We have Engineer Glenda T. Simasio. From Vinlabs Construction and Supply, Mr. G.P. Adasa. From Shinshin Construction Corporation, Ms. Marilyn F. Bahaw. And from General Construction, Ms. Evangeline D. Oliveros. And we also have our COA representative via Zoom, Sir Ditanggungon O. Masakal. So that would be all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Nona. Since all our back member are present, I call this dropping and opening of bids is call of order. May I request the head of back secretariat, Ma'am Evelyn Padiranga, to discuss the eligibility result through electronics means.
A pleasant day, everyone. In accordance with Department Order Number 87, Series of 2020, the BAC, through the BAC Secretariat, have inspected the DPWH electronic bid portal for electronic submission of bids. And with this, it has been verified that there are no electronic bids received. Based on the BAC Secretariat records for the following contracts, 24KE0114, 3 prospective bidders had purchased the bidding documents and 3 submitted their bid proposals. For contract ID 25K0046, 3 prospective bidders have purchased the bidding documents and 3 submitted their bid proposals. For contract ID 25K0047, 3 prospective bidders had purchased bidding documents and 3 bid proposals are received. For 25K0048, 3 prospective bidders had purchased the bidding documents and 3 submitted their bids. So there are a total of 12 bid proposals received for the 4 proposed contracts. Documents submitted their bids and there are no withdrawal of bids. In cases of discrepancies between the electronic and manual processing result, the former will always prevail. Thus, the head of the procuring entity will request to the procurement service for updating, unlocking, and reprocessing of eligibility. May I request Engineer Richard Saliao to please read the electronic eligibility processing result.
Good morning, everyone. So for the electronic eligibility result, for contract ID number 24KE00114 rather, rehabilitation of multipurpose building covered court phase 2 Barangay Catohugan, Mahinog, Camiguin with ABC amount of 4,949,968 pesos and 32 centavos. So for the 3 bidders who have purchased the bid documents, we have Shinshin Construction Corporation, Janrail Construction, and Vinlabs Construction. So for Shinshin Construction, with mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025, SEC registration valid until January 16, 2067, BIR tax clearance certificate valid until September 3, 2025, field jobs registration valid until January 28, 2026, PCAB license valid until September 29, 2025, PCAB registration valid until April 15, 2027, work experience passed, NFCC passed. Second is from Janrail Construction with mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025, DTI registration valid until September 12, 2027, BAR tax clearance certificate valid until March 26, 2025, field jobs registration valid until April 22, 2025, PCAB license valid until December 17, 2025, and PCAB registration valid until December 17, 2027. Work experience passed, NFCC passed. Third is from Vinlabs Construction and Supply with mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025, DTI registration valid until February 24, 2030, BAR tax clearance certificate valid until January 24, 2026, field jobs registration valid until January 21, 2025, PCAB license valid until July 21, 2025, PCAB registration valid until July 21, 2026, work experience passed, NFCC passed. So, Mr. Chair, Vinlabs Construction, electronic eligibility result for field jobs registration is only valid until January.
Any comment or reaction from the Binlabs Construction representative?
Hello, good morning. Na-update na namo na sa atong kuan. Na-renew na naman na. Ambot lasan yun nakuha.
Ato pa your attached the renewed in your bidocs?
Na kuan.
Ma'am Belen, can you elaborate?
Mr. Chair, maybe the field jobs registration was renewed but was not submitted to the civil works application for updating. So the BAC will verify if such document is still valid for this period.
Okay, thank you. Sa to pa, we are to open, Ma'am Belen, for the
Yes.
technical proposal.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, proceed.
So to continue, for contract ID 25KE0047, road widening secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road, K11 plus 118.5 to kilometer 11 plus 344 both sides, and kilometer 11 plus 344 to kilometer 11 plus 402 left side, with ABC amount of 6,727,697 pesos and 89 centavos. So for the three bidders who have submitted their bid proposals, we have Shin Construction Corporation, Vinlabs Construction and Supply, and FNTC Construction. So Shin and Vinlabs have the same legal and financial and uh, technical eligibility results. And for the FNTC Construction, we have Mayor's Permit, valid until December 31, 2025. DTI registration valid until April 21, 2026. BIR tax clearance certificate valid until February 5, 2026. Field jobs registration valid until February 22, 2026. Pickup license valid until May 27, 2025. Pickup registration valid until May 27, 2027. Work experience passed, NFCC passed. For the third contract, we have 25KE0048, road widening secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road, kilometer 11 plus 402 to kilometer 11 plus 857, kilometer 11 plus 857 to kilometer 11 plus 883.5, kilometer 27 plus 320 to kilometer 27 plus 473, kilometer 27 plus 473 to kilometer 27 plus 852, with ABC amount of 25,592,699 pesos and 33 centavos. So we have Shinshin Construction Corporation, Vinlabs Construction and Supply, and FNTC Construction, with the same eligibility result as read from the previous contracts. Next is 25KE0046, construction of school building, Hubangon Elementary School, Barangay Hubangon, Municipality of Mahinog, Camiguin, with ABC amount of 11,939,982 pesos and 33 centavos. We also have three prospective bidders who have purchased the bidding docs, and three of them have uh, uh, given their bid proposals. So we have Shin Construction Corporation, General Construction, and FNTC Construction. All the three bidders have passed the legal, technical, and financial aspect. So that would be all for the eligibility result, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Salyo. Let's proceed to the opening of bids. May I request the BAC TWG to open the bid box and facilitate the opening of the bidders proposal. May I request the head of the TWG, Engineer Nob, to check whether the all documents are sealed or not.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Bakshare. All submitted bids are properly marked and sealed.
Thank you, Engineer Nob. Let's proceed to the first opening. The first to open is the technical proposal, to be followed by the financial proposal. Let's start the first project with the contract ID 24KE0014, rehabilitation of multipurpose building covered court, Phase 2, Barangay Catohugan, Mahinog, Camiguin. Please open the technical proposal submitted by General Construction. 24 KE 0114.
Ang
Wala yun. Ang sarap.
Oh,
Binlabs.
let's proceed na lang. Let's proceed for the second inserted bidder. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply for contract ID 24 KA 0114. May I request one of the back member to read and check the technical document using disciplinary fill or pass criteria.
So good morning, everyone. For the first project with contract ID 24 key 0114, rehabilitation and multipurpose building, covered court, phase 2, Barangay Catohugan, Mahinog, Camiguin. First bidder is Binlabs Construction and Supply. And the ABC for the project is 4,949,968 pesos and 32 centavos. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PLJEP's registration with validity until February 15, 2026, passed. Under Annex A, PLJEP's page 3, DTI certificate up to February 24, 2030, passed. Mayor's permit up to December 31, 2025, passed. Tax clearance, expiration date is January 24, 2026, passed. Audited financial statement last filed April 12, 2024, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to July 21, 2025, passed. Next document present is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present. Signed by the bidder, Alvin B. Labastida, supported by notice of award, contract of agreement of the listed projects, and the notice to proceed. Next document is the statement of single largest completed contract. Is present and signed by the bidder, Alvin B. Labastida, supported by notice of award, contract of agreement, notice to proceed, inspection report, certificate of project completion, and certificate of acceptance. Contractor's pickup is also present. Next document is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed by the bidder, Alvin B. Labastida, and notarized by Attorney Abelino Piercino Jr. Contractor's organizational chart for the contract is also present, signed by Alvin B. Labastida. List of contractors' key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by Alvin B. Labastida, including its key personnel by data is also present. The professional identification card, civil engineer Alvin Labastida is also present and expired. Also present is the professional identification card, civil engineer Chuck Yannick Calibo is also present and expired, and its report of rating for the contractors and consultant project engineers Also present is the DO 126, where Engineer Calibo is also listed as per DO 126 2024 for provisional project engineer. Professional identification card of Civil Engineer Aristotle Pabe is also present. And its certificate of accreditation as Materials Engineer 1, unexpired. Professional identification card of RC Louis Macaranas is also present. And its construction and occupational safety and health training is also present. Next document, present, Mr. Chair, is the list of equipment owned or leased and/or under purchase agreement. Page to the proposed contract is also present. Signed by the bidder Alvin Bilabastida, supported by its proof of ownership. Certificate of registration and official receipts of the vehicles. Sales invoice for the minor tolls is also present. Deed of absolute sale for heavy equipments is also present. Next document present is the list of laboratory equipment apparatus owned or leased on a under purchase agreement. Page to the proposed contract is also present. Signed by Alvin Bilabastida, supported by its proof of ownership, the sales invoice, the apparatus. Omnibus sworn statement is also present, Mr. Chair. Duly signed by the bidder, Alvin Bilabastida, and authorized by Attorney Abilino Piercino Jr., Notary Public. NFCC computation is also present, signed by Alvin Bilabastida, and this is the last document, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, Winlabs Construction and Supply Technical Proposal for Contract ID 24K0114 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. Let's proceed to the second interested bidder for the contract ID 24KA0114. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Shinsin Construction Corporation.
Second prospective bidder, Shinshin Construction Corporation for contract ID 24KE00101114, rehabilitation of multipurpose building, covered court, phase 2, Barangay Catohugan, Mahinog, Camiguin. The first document, Mr. Chair, is a certificate of LGIP's registration, valid until January 28, 2026, passed. The sixth certificate, registration date, May 21, 2018. The mayor's permit will expire on December 31, 2025. Pass. Tax clearance expiration will be on September 3, 2025. Pass. The audited financial statement, the date of filing, April 30, 2024. Pass. The pickup license, the expiration will be on September 29, 2025. Pass. Photocopy of the sixth certificate is also present. Photocopy of the business permit is present. Photocopy of tax clearance certificate is also present. Photocopy of the pickup license is present. And the next document is a statement of all ongoing project, government and private construction contracts, submitted by Sixto Feliciano DT. And the following are the supporting documents: notice of award, notice of award, notice of award, And the next document is the statement of single largest completed contract. And the contract presented is the construction of 6 story, 6 classroom Mambahaw Central, 2 story, 6 classroom Mambahaw Central School, an amount of 16,342,495.42 pesos, submitted 6th of Feliciano DT. Supporting document is the certificate of acceptance. And the next document is the annual income tax return, stamped and received by BIR. Also present is the audited financial statement, stamped and received by BIR. And this document is the financial document for eligibility. The NFCC is present. Signed 6th of Feliciano DT. Present also is the bid securing declaration. And signed by 6th of Feliciano DT and authorized by Attorney Avelino P. Orsino Jr. And the next document is a contractor's organizational chart signed submitted by 6th of Feliciano DT. And the next document is a qualification of key personnel posted proposed to be assigned to the contract, also signed 6th of Feliciano T. Supporting the comment are the following: the key personnel certificate of employment of Cyril Rose T. Acot, notarized by Attorney Avelino P. Orsino Jr. Photocopy PRC license of Engineer Cyril Rose VT and expired. Key personal certification for employment of Rogelio is due. Key personal certificate employment for Sheila May VT. And the next document is the list of contractors equipment pledged to the contract, signed 6th of Feliciano DT. Supported with the update of absolute sale. Certificate of registration from LTO and the official receipt. Next document is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certificate of availability, signed 6th of Feliciano DT. Supporting the comments is the sales invoice. All sales invoice. And the next document is the omnibus run statement affidavit. Signed 6th of Feliciano DT and authorized by Attorney Avelino P. Orsino Jr. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the authority of signatory or the secretary certificate, signed Sheena Leslie VT and authorized by Attorney Avelino P. Orsino Jr. Mr. Chair, all required documents are present. Shinshin Construction Corporation is rated as passed.
Thank you, Sir Edwin. Let's proceed to the third interested bidder for the contract ID 24KE0114. Please open the technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction.
The technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction for the project rehabilitation of multipurpose for building covered court phase 2 Barangay Catohugan, Mahinog, Camiguin with a contract ID of 24KA0114. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the certificate of PhilGIP's registration, valid until February 22, 2026. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of eligibility documents, DTI certificate valid until April 21, 2026, pass, mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025, pass, tax clearance valid until February 5, 2026, pass, audited financial statement, date of filing, April 24, 2024, PCAB license expire on May 27, 2025, pass. A photocopy of certificate of mayor's permit, photocopy of business permit, photocopy of tax clearance present. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. Present. The next document is the statement of single largest completed contract, signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. The next document is the photocopy of pickup license. The next document is the bid of security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor, and notarized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr. The next document is the project organizational chart signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. The next is the list of qualification of personnel to be assigned to the contract, present and signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. The next document is the biodata of the key personnel. Francis Noel T. Simasio as the project manager. Certificate of completions with a certificate of completion, authorized managing officer, AMO orientation seminar, present. The next document is the biodata of the project engineer in the name of Mark Lowell B. Almeida, present. With the next document is the professional regulation commission identification valid until June 20, 2025, present. The next document is the biodata of Mark Lowell B. Almeida again, but as a materials engineer, present. Next document is the certificate of Mark Lowell B. Almeida as a materials engineer 1 with accreditation number of 681818. The next document with the identification card of Mark Luel Almeida. The next document is the biodata of Francis Noel T. Simasio as a safety officer. Present. With a certificate of construction, occupational safety, and health. Present. The next document is the list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement leads to the proposed contract present and signed by Francis Noel Simasio. Attached is a required document. Present, Mr. Chair. The next document is the list of laboratory equipment placed to the project present and signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio, the proprietor. The photocopy of official receipt by the LTO. Not LTO. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. The next document is the auditing report, statement of management responsibility for annual income tax return signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio. The next document is the confirmation receipt from the land bank present. And the next document is a copy of annual income tax return, filing of income tax return present. The next documents is the NFCC with a under the net working capacity of 7,034,429,000. NFCC of 101,126,952 and 80 centavos signed by Francis Noel T. Simasio. All the technical requirement present submitted by if NTC Construction present and subject for rated fast and rated fast.
Thank you, Engineer Retalia. Let's proceed to the second project with the contract ID 25 KE 0047, road widening, secondary road, Camiguin Circumferential Road, kilometer 11 plus 118.50 to kilometer 11 plus 344 both side, and kilometer 11 plus 344 to kilometer 11 plus 402 left side. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Sinsin Construction Corporation.
For the next project, 25 K 0047, road widening secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road, kilometer 11 plus 11850 to kilometer 11,344 and kilometer 11,344 to kilometer 11,400 to left side. The first bidder is from Shinshin Construction Corporation. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the certificate of legit registration valid until January 28, 2026. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the SIC certificate. SIC certificate. Valid ani? Pass. So the next document, Mr. Chair, is the mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the tax clearance. Valid ani? Valid until September 3, 2025. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the pickup license valid until April 15, 2027. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of all ongoing project, government and private construction contracts signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of single largest completed contract or LECC signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the annual income tax return filed April 3, 2024. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the audited financial statement. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the net financial contracting capacity or NFCC in the amount of 624,380,313 pesos and 57 centavos. Pass. The next document is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the contractor's organizational chart signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is list of contracting equipment placed to the contract. Signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certificate of availability. Signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus loan statement, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the authority of signatory secretary certificate, signed by Sheila Leslie BT, notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. Based on the documents presented, Mr. Chair, the technical proposal of Shinshin Construction Corporation is rated pass.
Thank you, Sir Elvis. Let's proceed to the second interested bidder for the second project with the contract ID 25KE047. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Binlabs Construction and Supply.
For the second bidder of the second project with contract ID 25K0047, road widening secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road, kilometer 11 plus 118.5 to kilometer 11 plus 344 both sides, and kilometer 11 plus 344 to kilometer 11 plus 402 left side. First bidder is Binlabs, second bidder is Binlabs Construction Supply, and the ABC for the project is 6,727,697 pesos and 89 centavos. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PhilJEP's registration with validity until February 15, 2026. Passed. Under Annex A, PhilJEP's page 3. DTS certificate, expiration date is February 24, 2030. Passed. Mayor's permit, expiration date is December 31, 2025. Passed. Tax clearance, expiration date is January 24, 2026, passed. Audited financial statement, last filed April 12, 2024. Pickup license, expiration date is July 21, 2025, passed. Also present is the statement of ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present and signed by the bidder, Alvin B. Labastida, supported by notice of award, contract of agreement, and notice to proceed. Next document present is the statement of single largest completed contract. Is present and signed by Alvin B. Labastida, supported by notice of award, contract of agreement, inspection report, notice to proceed, certificate of completion, pickup license of the contractor is also present. Next document present is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration. Is present and signed by Alvin B. Labastida, notarized by Attorney Ablino P. Orsino Jr. Contractor's organizational chart is also present, signed by Alvin B. Labastida. The list of contractors' key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by Alvin B. Labastida. Key personnel by data is also present. Professional identification card of Civil Engineer Alvin Labastida is also present and expired. Professional identification card of Chuck Yannick Calibo is also present, Civil Engineer, unexpired, including its report of rating and the proof of accreditation as per DO 126/2024, Provisional Project Engineer. Professional identification card of Civil Engineer Aristotle Pave is also present. and its certificate of accreditation as Materials Engineer 1 is present and expired. Provisional identification card of RC Louis Macaranas is also present and expired. And its construction occupational safety and health training of RC Louis T. Macaranas is also present. The list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement pledged to the proposed contract is also present, signed by Alvin Vilabastida, supported by its proof of ownership, official receipts, and certificate of registration of vehicles from the LTO. Sales invoice of minor tolls is also present. Next document is the list of laboratory equipment apparatus owned or leased and or under purchase agreements. Post contract is also present, signed by Alvin Vilabastida, supported by proof of ownership. The sales invoice of the apparatus is also present. Next document is the omnibus sworn statement is present and duly signed by the bidder Alvin Vilabastida and notarized by Attorney Abrino Persino Jr., Notary Public. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC computation is present and signed by Alvin Vilabastida, proprietor. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, Binlab's construction and supply technical proposal for contract ID 25K0047 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. Let's proceed to the third interested bidder for the contract ID 25KE0047. Please open the technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction.
Technical proposal from FNTC Construction for contract ID 25KE0047. Road widening, secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road, kilometer 00111 plus 118.5 to kilometer K0011 plus 344 both side, and kilometer 011 plus 344 to kilometer 011 plus 402 left side. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the certificate to file chief's registration, valid until February 22, 2026, pass. The DTI certificate is valid until April 21, 2026, pass. The mayor's permit will expire December 31, 2025, pass. Tax clearance expiration will be February 5, 2026, passed. The audited financial statement, the last date of filing is April 24, 2024, passed. Pickup license expiration will be December 27, May 27, 2025, pass. A photocopy of the DTI certificate is present. Photocopy business permit is also present. Photocopy of tax clearance is also present. And the next document is a statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio. Also present is a statement of single largest completed contract, also signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio. A photocopy of the pickup license is present. The bid security in the form of bid security declaration is also present. Signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio, and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. Present also is the project organizational chart submitted and signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio. Present also is the list and qualification of personnel to be assigned to the contract submitted and signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio. Supporting the comment are the following: the key personnel bio data, photocopy completion, certificate of completion as authorized managing officer of Francis Noel T. Simasio, biodata of Mark Lowell B. Almeida, A photocopy of PRC license of Mark Lowell Almeida, unexpired. Biodata of Mark Lowell Almeida as Matras Engineer 1. Certificate of accreditation, photocopy of Mark Lowell B. Almeida as Matras Engineer 1, unexpired. And the next document is the list of equipment owned or less than or under purchase agreement. Leads to the proposed contract signed, submitted, Francis Noel T. Simasio. Supporting supporting documents are the following: the deed of absolute sale, certificate of registration from LTO, deed of sale, deed of absolute sale, certificate of registration from LTO, official receipt from LTO, and the next document is the list of laboratory equipment pledged to the contract, signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio. Present also is the omnibus sworn statement affidavit, signed Francis Noel T. Simasio, notarized by Attorney Belino Piercino Jr. Present also is the audited financial statement, stamped and received by BIR. Also, the annual income tax return is present. And the last document is the net financial contracting capacity submitted and signed, Francis Noel T. Simasio. All the required technical documents are present. If NTC construction is treated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Edwin. Let's proceed to the third project with the contract identity 5KA048. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Sinsin Construction Corporation.
The technical proposal submitted by Ascension Construction Corporation for the project road widening secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road, Key 11 plus 402 to Key 11 plus 857, Key 11 plus 857 to Key 11 plus 803 to K 27 plus 470 73 to K 27 plus 85 to along Camiguin Circumferential Road with a contract ID of 25 KA0048. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the Bill Jeep registration valid until January 28, 2026. List of eligibility documents, certificate of certificate, registered registration date, May 21, 2018. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025. Tax clearance valid until September 3, 2025. Audited financial statement, date of filing, April 30, 2024. Pass. Pickup license valid until September 29, 2025. Pass. Photocopy of certificate of filing, SEC certificate of filing, present. Photocopy of mayor's permit, present. Photocopy of tax clearance certificate, present. Photocopy of pickup contractor's license, present. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the ongoing statement of all ongoing project, government and private construction, signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, the president. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of all ongoing. The next document is the supported with notice of award. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of single largest completed contracts signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, the president, supported with certificate of acceptance. The next document is the latest income tax return present. The next document is the comparative financial statement signed by Perseveranda M. Bacolco, the tax practitioner present. The next document is the financial document for eligibility check present and signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. The next document is the bid of security in the form of bid securing declaration signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, the president, and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. The next document is the organization, contractors organizational chart signed by Sixto Feliciano DT. The next document is the statement of qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract with the biodata, supported with the biodata, Mr. Chair. The identification card, identification card of Cheryl Rose T, valid until October 17, 2026, present with the Department Order 126 series of 2025 as a provisionary project engineer, consultant, and provisionary project engineer present. The identification, professional identification card of Do Rogelio Salon, Rogelio Salon Do present, valid until September 16, 2026. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of contractors' equipment blades to the contract present, supported by deed of sale present. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certificate of availability present. signed by Sixto Feliciano DT, the president. Supported by the sales invoice. The next document is the omnibus sworn statement signed by Sixto Feliciano DT and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. Present. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the authority of signatory signed by Shena Leslie B. T. Corporate Secretary. All the required technical documents submitted by Shinshin Construction present and rated pass, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Natalia. Let's proceed to the second interested bidder for the contract ID 25 KE 0048. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Bin Labs Construction and Supply.
For the next bidder, for the contract ID 25K 0048, road widening, secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road. Camiguin Circumferential Road with the contractor or the bidder, Bin Labs Construction and Supply. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the certificate of LGF registration valid until February 15, 2026. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the DTI certificate valid until February 24, 2030. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the tax clearance valid until January 24, 2026. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the audited financial statement. Date of filing April 12, 2024. And the next document, Mr. Chair, is the pickup license. Valid until July 21, 2025. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Signed by Albin B. Labastida, the proprietor. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of single largest completed contract or LCC, signed by Albin B. Labastida. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the contractor's organizational chart. Signed by Albin B. Labastida. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the PRC license by Albin Labastida Botaya, valid until February 18, 2026. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the certificate of accreditation by Aristotle Il Fabi as Material Engineer 1 with accreditation number 2087, valid until June 10, 2025. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is a certificate of completion by RC Lowell T. Macaranas. Construction on occupational safety and health. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement pledged to the proposed contract. Signed by Alvin B. Labastida. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list of laboratory equipment apparatus owned or leased and or under purchase agreement pledged to the proposed contract. Signed by Alvin B. Labastida. Pass. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement or affidavit signed by Alvin B. Labastida and notarized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr. Pass. The last document, Mr. Chair, is the net financial contracting capacity in the amount of 182,904,240 pesos and 13 centavos. Pass. Based on the documents presented, Mr. Chair, the technical proposal of Binlabs Construction and Supply is rated pass.
Thank you, Engineer Ramiro. Let's proceed the third interested bidder for the contract ID 25 KE 0048. Please open the technical proposal submitted by FNTC Construction.
For the third bidder of the third project, contract ID 25K0048, road widening secondary roads, Camiguin Circumferential Road. Third bidder is FNTC Construction, and the ABC for the project is 25,592,699 pesos and 33 centavos. First document submitted by the bidder, Mr. Chair, is the PERJEPS registration with validity until February 22, 2026, passed. Under Annex A, PERJEPS, page 3, DTI certificate up to April 1, 2026, passed. Mayor's permit up to December 31, 2025, passed. Tax clearance up to February 5, 2026, passed. Audited financial statement last filed April 24, 2024, less than 2 years. Pickup license up to May 27, 2025, passed. Also present is the hard copy of the DTI, Mayor's permit. Next document present is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is present, signed by the bidder, Francis Noel Tisimasio. And the statement of single largest completed contract is also present, signed by Francis Noel Tisimasio. Tax clearance photocopy is also present, and the pickup. Next document present is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed by the bidder, Francis Noel Tisimasio, and notarized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Contractor's organizational chart is also present, signed by Francis Noel Tisimasio. The list and qualification of personnel to be assigned to the contract is also present, signed by Francis Noel Tisimasio. Key personnel's biodata is also present. Professional identification card of Civil Engineer Mark Luel Almeida is also present and expired. Certificate of accreditation of Materials Engineer 1 Mark Luel B. Almeida is also present and expired, including its accreditation identification card. The Construction Occupational Safety and Health Training of Francis Noel Simasio is also present. The list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement pledged to the proposed contract is also present, signed by Francis Noel Simasio, supported by its proof of ownership, the deed of absolute sale of Binidam truck, certificate of registration, deed of absolute sale of heavy equipments, certificate of registration from the LTO, next document is the list of laboratory equipment units pledged to the proposed project is also present, signed by Francis Noel Simasio, supported by the official receipt of the Pratos. Affidavit of ownership for minor tolls is also present. Next document is the omnibus sworn statement is present and signed by the bidder Francis Noel Simasio and notarized by Attorney Evelino P. Orsino Jr., Notary Public. Audited financial statement is also present, duly stamped received by the BIR. Annual income tax return is also present. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC computation signed by the bidder Francis Noel Simasio. Mr. Chair, having complied with all the technical requirements, FNTC Construction Technical Proposal for Contract ID 25K0048 is rated as passed, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Corpin. Let's proceed to the fourth project with the contract ID 25KA0046, construction of school building, Hubangon Elementary School, Barangay Hubangon, Municipality of Mahinog, Camiguin. Please open the technical proposal submitted by Sinsin Construction.
Technical proposal from Shinshin Construction Corporation for contract ID 25K0046, construction of school building, Hubangon Elementary School, Barangay Hubangon, Municipality of Mahinog. The first document is the certificate of fellowships registration, valid until January 28, 2026, pass. Six certificate registered last May 21, 2018. Use permit expiration will be on December 31, 2025, pass. Tax clearance expiration will be September 3, 2025, pass. The financial statement, the filing April 30, 2024, passed. The pickup license expiration will be September 29, 2025, passed. Six certificate is also present. Photocopy of the business permit is also present. Photocopy of tax clearance certificate also present. Photocopy of the pickup license is present. Next document is the statement of ongoing project, government and private construction contracts, signed Sixto Feliciano DT. Supporting documents are the following: the notice of award, notice of award, notice of award, all notice of award. And also present is the photocopy of the pickup license. And the next document is the statement of all of single largest completed contracts submitted and signed Sixto Feliciano DT. Supporting document is the certificate of acceptance. Present also is the annual income tax return, stamped and received by BIR. Also present is the audited financial statement, also received and signed by BIR. And the next document is the NFCC, the net financial contracting capacity, also signed Sixto Feliciano DT. Present also is the bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed Sixto Feliciano DT and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr. Present also is the contractor's organizational chart, signed, submitted Sixto Feliciano DT. Present also is the qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract, submitted and signed Sixto Feliciano DT, supported with the key personnel certificate of employment of Shirley Rose T. Present also is a photocopy of the PRC license of Engineer Rachel Rose VT, unexpired. The key person certificate of employment of Rogelio is due. Key person certificate of employment for Larino or Namit. Also the biodata of Sheila May VT. Photocopy of the certificate of completion for construction safety and health course for site safety officers, Sheila May VT. And the next document is a list of contractors, equipment pledged to the contract, submitted and signed, Sixto Feliciano DT. The following are supporting documents: the deed of sale, deed of absolute sale, certificate of registration from LTO, including official receipt. The next is the list of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certificate of availability, submitted and signed, Sixto Feliciano VT. Supporting documents, the sales of invoice. And the next document is the omnibus sworn statement affidavit, signed Sixto Feliciano DT and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr. And the last document, Mr. Chair, is the authority of signatory or the secretary certificate of Sheena Leslie BT, signed and authorized by Attorney Abelino P. Orsino Jr. Mr. Chair, all required technical documents are present. Shinshin Construction Corporation is written as passed.
Thank you, Sir Edwin. Let's proceed to the second interested bidder. Please open the technical proposal submitted by General Construction for contract ID 25 KA 0046.
The technical proposal submitted by General Construction for the project construction of school building Hubangon Elementary School, Barangay Hubangon, Municipality of Mahinog, Camiguin, under the contract ID of 25 KA 0046. The first document, Mr. Chair, is the certificate of PhilGIP registration valid until April 22, 2025. List of eligibility documents, DTI certificate valid until September 12, 2027. Pass, mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025. Pass, tax clearance valid until March 26, 2025. Present, audited financial statement, date of filing, December 31, 2023. Pass, pickup license valid until December 17, 2025. Pass, photocopy of DTI permit. Present, photocopy of mayor's permit. Present, photocopy of tax clearance certificate. Present, photocopy of annual income tax. Present, photocopy of audited financial statement. Present, photocopy of pickup license. Present. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the list, a statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros, the proprietor. supported with the notice of award. Notice of award. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the statement of single largest completed contracts signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros, the proprietor, supported with certificate of completion. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the NFCC signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the bid of security in the form of bid securing declaration signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros, the proprietor, and notarized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsinio Jr. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the organizational chart signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros, the proprietor. The next document is the list of construction key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros with the biodata of the project manager, Rowell D. Oliveros, present. Project engineer in the name of Beverlyn B. Sabal, biodata, present. The identification card of Beverlyn Sabal, present, and unexpired with the certificate of accreditation as a contractor provisional project engineer under the Department Order 143 series of 2025 or 24. The next document is the certificate of completion by Ana Marie C. Oliveros as the basic occupational safety and health certificate. The next document is the certificate, professional identification card of Ana Marie Oliveros, unexpired, present. The certificate of accreditation for Ana Marie C. Oliveros as Materials Engineer 1 with accreditation number 4617, present. The biodata of Ronil O. Lagod as a safety officer, present, with a certificate of completion of Ronil O. Lagod as construction safety and health training of. The next document is the list of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement placed to the proposed contract, present and signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros, the proprietor. List of contractors' laboratory equipment placed to the project, present. List of contractors' laboratory equipment to the project with the date of sale, present. The next document, Mr. Chair, is the omnibus sworn statement signed by Evangeline D. Oliveros, the proprietor, and authorized by Attorney Abilino P. Orsino Jr. present all the technical requirements documents submitted by General Construction present and rated pass, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Talia. Gentlemen, our time check is almost 11:57. Any motion for lunch break?
Mr. Chair, I move for the suspension of this pre-bid opening until 1 o'clock.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Since there is a motion for suspension due to the lunch break from Edwin Cagolada, Sir Edwin Cagolada, and seconded by Engineer Solito B. Corpen, the dropping and opening of bids should be resumed on March 10, 2025 at exactly 1 p.m.
Amin ako, Gary.